All right, welcome back to my 7th grade advanced class. We're going to go ahead and work this review and refresh. I got the odd ones representing the ratio relationship using a graph. So if I'm using a graph, let's see, I might want to go ahead and use this here. Oops, that did not work like I thought it was going to. Let's see if I don't think that's going to work. So let me just go ahead and make my line here. Case? No, obviously not. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make this with lines. I thought maybe I could get and do it with graphs. Put my lines nice and straight. Let's see, we know that this is going to be my X and it's going to be my Y, just like in alphabetical order, up and down. So that means my Y is going to be on the Y axis. My X will be over here on the X axis. So I'm going to put push-ups over here. All right, and I'm going to put sit-ups over here. Okay. Now we see that push-ups is going to be marked at 5 and 10 and 15. We know see sit-ups are going to be marked at 10, 20, and 30. All right. And you notice I made my graph as easy as I could for myself. All right, there's nothing to say that I can't scale this like I want. And then I'll put my arrow coming from here and going through all three of these points. All right. And I might even go ahead and go as far as to label these. Okay. So over here, I might come and put this one at 5 and 10. I'll take this one here, mark it at 10 and 20. And this last one I'll put at 30. Oh, sorry, got to do the X first. So it should be 15 and 30. Okay, and then I'm going to put my dots right here, showing that I made my coordinates. All right, number 2 is for you to do. I'm going to go number 3. It's got seeds and plants, so I could do this the same way. Oops. All right, and if I labeled this, seeds would be the X, plants would be the Y. And I would say if there's 15 seeds, there'd be 12 plants. When there's 30 seeds, there's 24 plants. And when there's 45 seeds, there'll be 36 plants. And make my arrow, show this going right through there, just like I did last time. Might even label these so it was obvious to the reader. This would be 15 and 12. This one would be 30 and 24. And this one would be 45 and 36. All right, number 4 is for you to do. I'm off to number 5 finally. Number 5 says copy and complete the statement using less than, greater than, or equal to. Well, I got 9/2. I remember every fraction is a division problem, right? So this is 9 divided by 2. I could just get my calculator out here and knock this out. Then 9 divided by 2 is going to give me what, 4.5? Exactly. So it's really equal to 4.5 as a decimal. I have 8 divided by 3 over here. And 8 divided by 3 will give me 2.6 repeating. Now it's easy to see that 4.5 is bigger, so this is going to be greater than. That means 9.2 is greater than 8/3. 9/2 is greater than 8/3. All right. I got number 7 to do here. Once again, I'll go ahead and solve these. I got 6 divided by 24. This is a -6, so I know my answer is going to be negative. And 6 divided by 24 will give me, I'm thinking 1/4, yeah, 25%, 0.25. And I got 2 divided by 8. I don't think it's going to be that different. Still 0.25. And it's also negative. So that means these two are equal to each other. And that means these fractions are equal to each other. All right, let's go to number 9. Number 9 says, find the number of degrees moved by the minute hand of a clock in the given amount of time. Explain your reasoning. So the first thing I have to remember is, it says, find the number of degrees moved by the minute hand of a clock. The minute hand of a clock goes in a circle, just like the hour hand. And since it can go the entire way around, that's 360 degrees. Now it's saying that out of that 360 degrees, it's going this part of an hour. And think about 1 hour is 360 degrees. So I can say, when it says find the number of degrees, we got 360 possible degrees, and we're multiplying that to 7/12, because we're only going to do 7/12 of a degree, and that'll give us our answer. We put this over 1. Remember, 360 and 12 are both divisible by 12. 12 divided by 12 is 1. 360 divided by 12 is equal to 30. Now I got 30 times 7. Well, 3 times 7 is 21. So 30 times 7 must be 210. And since we're talking about degrees, this is 210 degrees. So 7/12 of an hour makes that minute hand turn 210 degrees. All right, you should be able to do the other two with that. We'll go to number 11, find the unit rate. Unit rate always tells us what 1 is. If I do 180 miles in 3 hours, I want to know how much I can do in 1 hour. So I'll take 180 and divide it by 3. 103 goes into 18 6 times. Leave me with a 0 here, which I have to fill. So that's going to be 60 miles per hour. All right, number 13 says 1/2 pound per 5 days. So I want to find out how many pounds in 1 day. All right, so that's going to be, let's see, how many pounds in 1 day? I would say that I'm going to take 1/2 and I'm going to divide it by 5. Keep change flip, so that gives me 1/2 times 1 over 5. Remember, we're going to have to put 5 over 1 here, so flipping it will give us that. That tells me I got 1 over 10. So 1 over 10 pounds in 1 day. Or you could say 1/10 pound per day. Number 15 says $9.60 for 4 pounds. So I want to know how much is 1 pound. I'll take $9.60 and divide it by 4. 4 goes into 9 2 times. Leave me $1.60. 4 goes into 16 4 times. Leave me a 0. And since this decimal's here, this would be $2.40 per pound. Okay. Let's see, let's go to number 17. 297 words in 5.5 minutes. I want to know how many words in 1 minute. So I'll take 297 and I'll divide it by 5.5. I don't want this video to take too long, so I'm going to start doing what I know you guys are going to do. Take your calculator and take 297 and divide it by 5.5. That's going to give me 54. So this is 54 words per minute. Next one says 5/8 ounce per 1 pint. So I'll take 5/8, now divide it by 1/4. This is a fraction and a fraction, so I use keep change flip. 5/8 will be multiplied to 4 over 1. That gives me 20 over 8. There's an improper fraction, which can be simplified to, or turned proper to a mixed number, I should say, to 2 and 4/8. I know this because 8 times 2 is 16, 20 minus 16 is 4. Remember, 4/8 can be simplified because 4 and 8 are both divisible by 4. That's going to give me 1/2. So that means my real answer is 2 and 1/2. So it's 2.5 ounces per pint. All right, let's get to number 21. Wow, where did this come from? I guess when I was making the graphs earlier, I didn't notice this. So I'm going to take this graph here and erase it because it shouldn't be here. All right, let me try this. Oh, I erased the question as well. Let's try. There we go. All right, back to number 21. It says find the missing value in the ratio table, then write the equivalent ratio. All right. Well, over here I noticed that I had to take 50 divided by 25, that gives me 2. So I multiplied 225 to get to 50. So I'll have to multiply 2 to 1/3. For those that felt I did too hard or too quickly, that's 50 divided by 25 gives you 2. So that means I'm multiplying 25 to 2 to get to 50. That means I have to multiply 1/3 to 2. 1/3 multiplied to 2, I'll put in the form of 2 over 1, and that's going to give me 2/3. All right. Now I have to see, what did I multiply to 2/3 to get to 1? Well, the only thing I could multiply to 2 over 3 to get 1 would be 3 over 2. Because when I multiply to 3 over 2, that's going to give me 6 over 6, and that's 1. So that means I have to multiply 50 to 3 over 2. And that's going to give me 150 over 2. And that equals 75. So this answer must be 75. Next, I have to see, what did I multiply to 1 to get to 4 over 3. All right, so the only thing I could have multiplied to 1 to get to 4 over 3, let's think about this for a second. This would be in the form of 3 over 3. I want to get to 4 over 3. What can I multiply to 3 to get to 4? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say that, see, to get to 4, I'm going to need to make this equal, let's see, 4/3. I have to multiply it to a number bigger than 1, obviously, right? Because 1 would just give me the same number. So I'm thinking, what times 3 would get me 4? Let's see. Well, I could just take, I'm just going to try this here, 4 over 3 and divide it by 1. That would give me 4 over 3 times, well, 1 over 1. And that's going to equal 4 over 3. So this makes sense because anything times 1 is itself. So I had to multiply this to 4 over 3 to get this. That means I've got to take 75 and multiply it to 4 over 3. Okay. When I see I got 75 and 3 here, I can reduce, because 3 divided by 3 is 1. 75 divided by 3 is 25. Now I have 25 times 4, and that's 100. So that tells me this is 100. All right, looks like number 22 is yours. I'm going to go to 23. And I want to double check that last question when it says, find the missing values. We did that. Oh, then write the equivalent ratios. Oh, wow. Okay, equivalent ratios for the first one will be 25 to 1/3. Just going to erase some just to give me some room. 25 to 1/3. Then 50 to 2/3. Then 75 to 1. And then, of course, 100 to 4 over 3. That's the equivalent ratios. All right, let's now go on to the next one. Number 23. You can sand 4, and I believe this is supposed to be 4/9 square. Should not be 4-9. It should be 4/9. Okay, and this should be 1/2. Sorry, but sometimes when I copy and paste these things, they don't come out right. All right, so you can sand 4/9 square yards of wood in 1/2 hour. How many square yards can you sand in 3.2 hours. Wow. Okay, so we got a decimal over here, we got fractions over here. We could turn these fractions into decimals. We could even turn this decimal into a fraction. Now I could cross multiply this, but I think what I'm going to do is just solve this first. Uh, I know how much I can do in 1/2 hour, so I want to find out how much I can do in 1 hour. So I'm going to go ahead. Once I do that, I can just multiply the 3.2. So first I'm going to start with 4 over 9, right? Now I got 1/2. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. So this is going to be 4 over 9 times 2 over 1. This will equal 8 over 9. So I can sand 8 over 9 square yards of wood in 1 hour. All right. So now I'm going to take 8 over 9 and multiply it to 3.2. Okay. What's 8 times 3.2? 8 times 3.2 equals, that's going to equal 25.6. So I'm going to put this to 25.6, and that's going to be divided by 9. And that gives us 2.8 for repeating. So this answer is going to be 2.8 for repeating. 2.8 for repeating. All right. Number 24 is yours to do. I'm on the 25. Tell whether the rates are equivalent. Justify your answer. 75 pounds in 1.5 years. So that's 75 divided by 1.5. Well, 75 divided by 1.5 is 50. All right. So that means I have 50 pounds in 1 year. This is 38.4 ounces per 0.75 years. So this is going to be 38.4 divided by 0.75. $38.4 divided by 0.75. That gives me 51.2. So that's 51.2 ounces per year. That is not the same. So are they equivalent? No. All right, number 26 is for you to do. I got number 27. The table shows nutritional information for the three beverages. Okay. What has the most calories per fluid? All right, so whole milk has 1 calorie, or excuse me, 146 calories for 1 cup. All right. And orange juice has 210 calories per 1 pint. And apple juice has 351 calories for 24 fluid ounces. Wow. So all these are in different units. We're going to have to find a unit table to tell us cups, pints, and ounces. All right, I decided to find this from the internet to help me out. I don't know this by heart, and I'm pretty sure you guys don't either. So this is showing the conversion chart from teaspoons, ounces, fluid ounce, cups. So we're saying this one here is 1 cup. It's 146. Our smallest unit looks like it is ounces. So we're going to find everything in ounces and then compare them to each other. So how many cups is it? How many ounces are in a cup? When I come over here for cups, it says it's 8 fluid ounces. All right. So we know that we've got 1 cup is 8 fluid ounces. And since this is 24 fluid ounces, I need to find out how much this is for 1 ounce. Okay. So I'm going to take 351 divided by 24. Oops, that was 25. And that gives me 14.625. So per ounce, this is 14.625 for 1 ounce. All right, and we're just talking this one here. Now, remember, we said that for a pint, we got a pint here equals 16 fluid ounces, right? So I'm going to take this pint and I'm going to divide it, because we're talking 16 fluid ounce. I'm going to divide 210 by 16. Now that tells me those ounces are 13,125. So here I got 13.125. Let's see, calories per 1 ounce. Right over here, I have 14.625 calories per 1 ounce. And I'm going to try the top one here. How many ounces are in a cup? When a cup, it says there is 8 fluid ounces. So I got to take this and divide it by 8. So I'll take 146 divided by 8. That's going to give me 18.25 for every ounce. So now it says, which has the most calories? Well, definitely the milk, right? Because I'm getting 18.25 calories for every 1 ounce. So milk, right? And let's see, which has the least sodium. So now I'm going to have to do the same stuff for sodium. And I guess my proof over here would be milk was 18.25 per ounce. The orange juice, OJ, was 13.125 per ounce. And the apple juice was 14.625 per ounce. That's my proof. All right, and then I'm looking over here at which has the least sodium. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm going to move my chart again. And I'm going to erase all this. Now I'm going to look for the sodium, the least sodium. Before it was the most, now I'm looking for the smallest amount. Once again, I'm looking for everything in ounces. So I have to take 21 and divide it by 24. And that's 0.875. 0.875 milligrams per ounce. All right. And now we got 10 divided by, well, remember there is in pints 16 fluid ounces. So I'm going to have to divide this by 16. Ten divided by 16 will give me 0.625. So this is 0.625 milligrams per ounce. Now the last one, 98. And remember, in a cup, there's 8 fluid ounces. So we're going to have to divide by 8. 98 divided by 8 will give me, wow, 12.25 per ounce. So the smallest amount is definitely going to be the orange juice, okay? Orange juice. All right, and those are the labels. Those are the sodiums per ounce. All right, I'm going to go to number 29 now. Whew, I think that's my last one, number 29. Fire hydrants are one of 4 different colors to indicate the rate at which water comes from the fire hydrant. I didn't know that. Use the internet to find the ranges of rates indicated by each color. Research why a firefighter needs to know the rate at which water comes out of the hydrant. Wow. Okay, let me research this. All right, I found it. And here it is in gallons per minute. So it's saying use the internet to find the ranges and colors of indicate ranges of rates indicated by color. I did. Research why the firefighters need to know the rate at which the water comes out. Well, I would think, depending on the amount of water they need, right, that's going to go ahead and tell them how much or which hydrant they want to use. All right, so I found this information. Not that it has anything to do with math, mind you, which is kind of disturbing. I'm going to bring it down here. Well, some water hydrants have been classified to a different flow rating. Most of the hydrants in the downtown area have been upgraded to blue, highest rating. The downtown, you can see the bluest, the highest rating. The downtown separation projects also include new water lines in some areas. That helps increase the water flow to hydrants in the downtown area. All blue and green hydrants are also upgraded to quick disconnect fittings that help save precious seconds in the event of a fire. So the gallons that you need to use, if you got a really big fire, you're going to want a lot more water, right? And knowing that some have quick disconnect fittings that will help go ahead and connect your hose quicker, which is also helpful. Well, that's all of them that I had. The rest of them are for you to have. Sorry about number 29. It really doesn't have much to do with math at all. And we will grade these in class. See you later, and have a good